Computer, who is on Get to Know Your Streamer today?
LilacQueen7.
I better start getting ready.
Wreck it. May I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Can I please do the introduction?
Of course you can. Are sponsors enabled?
Hockey Private Money Lending and PosthumousPlans.com enabled. Links for contact in the description below.
Excellent.
Welcome to Get to Know Your Streamer, presented by Wreck It Gaming, the podcast where we delve into the lives of some of the most talented and entertaining streamers from around the world. Join us as we uncover the stories behind their passions and explore what drives them to create the content we all love.
LilacQueen, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, man, I never thought anyone would ever pick up on some of the feelers that I put out there. I think it was on Facebook
Yes.
that you had found one of my invitations to come onto the podcast.
Yeah.
And
Well, thank
I'm
you
so
for
happy you
posting
said
that.
yes.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. This is the first for me.
All right. Well, what inspired you to start streaming and how did you get started?
So, what kind of inspired me was because back in the day, so I made my account I think it was like July of 2018. I don't know. I found that on a random Twitch. Like, you can go on websites and just find all about your Twitch profile. But I used to play Fortnite a lot back then because when I graduated high school, I moved in with my dad, and my dad worked early mornings. So I used to be up from like 3 p.m. till 8, 9 a.m. playing games. Like, I would still be playing when my dad got up at 3 a.m. to go to work. So I used to play Fortnite all the time. I used to love it. I played a lot with friends. I met a lot of people through Fortnite, some of which I'm still really good friends with. Um, and it was just, we were messing around, we're having a good time, we were talking about all this, like, we had weird conversations. Most of them was with guys, though, so of course, there's, like, those weird conversations, but,
Absolutely.
yeah. Like, last night when I was streaming Fortnite, I was with the guys, and there was all, like, weird stuff, ugh.
Oh
But I
man.
love it. I love it. It's awesome. But basically, I got into it because I wanted to make funny clips. I wanted to clip moments with my friends because I'm really big on memories. I take pictures of literally everything.
I love
I
it.
take pictures of pets and animals, family members, because animals aren't around as long as we are. So it's really good memories. Like, I find old pics of my dog and my cats, and I said to my mom, like, "Oh my god, look, it's Tessa, it's Duke. Like, it was so long ago." Because both all of my animals basically since I've had since I was 12 have passed away. Sad,
Right.
but it's life. But I like to send her photos, even photos of my brother. So my brother, the youngest one, is 7. So I like to send photos to my mom when he was a baby because I have a lot of videos, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, he was so little. He's a little heathen now." Uh,
Well,
um,
wow.
but
Wow.
yeah, that's kind of why I got into it, and it was just to mess around. So I streamed like every now and then. I had a full time job at the airport. My dad back then, so I was working like early mornings. I think I worked like 4 a.m. in the upstairs store and 5 a.m. at downstairs store to like 1, 2 in the afternoon. So I used to get home, take a nap, have my evening to myself. So I'd stream if I could. My dad had really, really bad Wi Fi, so normally I couldn't stream and play the game at the same time. And that was back on my PlayStation.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'd stream through Twitch on PS4 and then just do that. But sometimes I'd get kicked. It was kind of more like a hobby thing I was starting. But then around this time last year, I started really putting the work because I'm like, this is going somewhere. I feel like I'm making a lot of new friends. It's awesome, and I can really put what I love into, like, I don't know. I put what I love into it, and I love meeting people. Like, I play new games all the time, and I love meeting people who love the game community. They're like, "Oh my god, this is awesome. Like, this is my favorite game. Like, you should do this, go here. Like, this is like a little Easter egg the devs put in. Like, it's so awesome. The community for Uncharted is astronomical. That's the game that I played for the first time last year, and I met one of my mods on their capital.
Okay.
He's awesome. He's helped me out so much, but he basically shared me around to all his friends that were in the Uncharted community. They stopped in, they followed, they talked with me about the game and what I thought about it. It was just it's a really good way to connect with people because I am what's it called? Not introvert. I'm an introvert. So I really like connecting with people online because it's easier for me. I'm
Mhm.
more awkward in person, but streaming definitely has brought me out of my shell.
So speaking of favorite games and origin games and how we all got started, what is your favorite game to stream and why?
Oh, that's a hard question. I do have a lot of favorite games to stream. I
You
really
can just
like the
stick with
community
one.
games. Just with one. That's hard. Okay. I don't know. I really like playing Fortnite, I guess. I'm back on that shit. I don't know what it is. I took a really long break from Fortnite because I stopped playing after season 9. But I started getting into it this season, and I've met a lot of people that play with me. So when we do community night on Fridays, every single Friday, we usually play like Fortnite or Fall Guys or like Apex or something. Like some of us will be drinking, I'm usually smoking. So it's always a fun time because so many people come in and you can really feel the love when people come in because yesterday one of the guys after we're done streaming we streamed for like 10 hours yesterday because we just kept going.
Oh.
One of the guys were like, I had a really shit day. This really made me happy. Like this really put a hop in my step. And I'm like, oh my god, that's the nicest thing. Like I've had people say you were the best. Like, we're here for you. We're not here for any game you play. It's really heart touching because I never thought that I would be someone that other people can watch or go to when they're having a hard day, and what my contact can make them feel better because they feel safe and they feel like we're friends. I love showing people that I'm just
Yeah.
rambling at this point.
Well, this is all about getting other people to know you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to step in and say you're rambling. I don't want to do that to you. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's my ADHD thing.
I want it to feel good. And
Yeah.
and that's okay. That's okay to feel good doing this.
Yeah.
What are some unique things you do during your streams that viewers won't find anywhere else?
Oh, that's a hard one. That's also a really I don't know. I don't know. I smoke out of my bong sometimes. I don't know if
J-
I'm allowed to
you,
show
you,
it.
you, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, okay. Um, but it's my baby. So sometimes people come in, they redeem. So I have 420, which is my little vape thing, just
Oh yeah.
like small, and then I have 1,420 channel points, which is the bong, because I have to heighten it up a little bit because it hits me really hard. But
Oh
I
sure.
always have a good time. Yeah. I people come in, they redeem that. Like I love being a 420 streamer because a lot of people that I've met are also 420 friendly. So when they hit that button, they smoke with me. They're like, I'm gonna light up too. Let's do it. Let's all light up together. And it's when I play games with people and they hit it and we're in voice chat, you can
Mhm.
all hear us just ripping it.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the best parts about doing Get to Know Your Streamer is there are all types of streamers out there.
Yes.
And 420 friendly or not, you're going to be able to see some type of person here on this program. And that's what I love about streaming. I love all of this.
Yeah. There's a wide variety of everybody who does different things.
Absolutely. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Most adventurous. Oh. Hmm. It's really hard to think of an adventurous thing on the spot because I don't really think it's adventurous. It's more like bad kid. I was a really
Oh,
bad kid
okay.
in high school.
Okay.
I don't know. I used to sneak off my friends, and we used to go into the woods up near my friend's house. It was just a walk up the road, and then you go into like the woods, and like this little tiny like tree fort thing. but we didn't go up inside because it was really small and it didn't look like it could hold us. I think it was more like for kids. But we used to go up there and smoke. And my parents didn't really know about it. I think my mom knew because at 16, I went to her and I remember her telling me, I would rather you wait to smoke. I'd rather you wait until at least in your 20s. But if you end up doing it, please be safe. You know, call me, whatever.
I mean,
And
who
she
doesn't
definitely
have
knew.
a small woodland area to go
I
smoke
know.
grass?
Oh my god. I was such a bad kid. It was illegal back then.
Yep.
It's legal now, but
Yep.
but I used to go off my friends and do a whole bunch of hooligan stuff. I feel like that's more adventurous. I mean, I've been to New Orleans, I've been to Orlando, Florida, Seattle. I really want to go to Europe eventually. Like, I want to go across the ocean. I don't really want to. There's places in the States I do want to visit as well because I have friends all over the States and I want to visit my friends in Ohio and some friends in New York and everything. But I think my next step, I want to go out with a bang, kind of go to Europe when I'm a little older, get some
Okay.
experience. One of my friends right now are actually in Italy, her and her
Oh,
boyfriend.
all
So
right.
I've been seeing pictures, and I've been looking up the history of that place too, and I've been sending it to her because I don't know if she did her research, or whatever. I'm a history nerd. I love Europe because it's the oldest. Like America and Canada are not as old as Europe is. So
That's true.
I'd love to go to Jerusalem and see all the temples and stuff there.
Wow, man,
Yeah.
you've knocked out 4 of my questions right here with
That's what happens
with.
when we're full. Because my brain just connects to all these different things.
I mean, it's just what happens with conversation, and this is beautiful. Thank you so much.
It's alright.
Do you aspire to stream for the rest of your life? If not,
Mm,
what's your dream job?
my dream job, I've been thinking of going back to school for makeup and hair because I kind of want to get into like doing wedding stuff or like prom stuff. Because if I can do makeup and hair, that's like big money. It's like big money.
Okay.
I'm really good at makeup. Like you can't tell right now, I have like yesterday's makeup on, whatever.
I
But
am not good with makeup. I would never be able to tell the difference.
it's okay. But I've always I'm more on the artistic side. My mom blames that on me being left-handed. Left-handed people are some percentage more artistic than left-handers. I don't know why that statistic is, but
Well, you're
apparently
speaking
it's a
to a
study.
fellow lefty right
Ah,
here.
there we go. Lefties
Hey,
unite.
bam.
Man. But yeah, I'm more the artistic side. I used to start like I used to do painting all the time. I used to get like hundreds in art class all the time. I was really proud of all my work. Like back here is what's that called? Something point drawing that I did in art class back in 2016, 2015, and I kept it because that I'm really proud of it and it took me a long time and it's like Christmas theme. But yeah, I all that stuff there is what I did. I gotta
Wow.
redo the shield though because I spelled shield wrong. I was really young when I made that.
That's okay. Life happens. And
It
we
does,
spell things incorrectly.
yeah.
What's something you've always wanted to learn or try?
Learn or try.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try like authentic food from like Italy or um like India or whatever, because here we do have like pretty basic restaurants that have really popular food for like white people, I guess. But I want to try like, actual, like authentic, like street food and like I really want to go to Japan. I see their street food all the time, and it's really cheap there because I see so many videos of people living there because
Mhm.
they get like a visa to work, so they work there for like a few months and then they come back home. So when they go there, they take videos and it just seems really awesome.
And you
The
were
culture there,
absolutely contrasting that with the Americanized version
yeah,
of foods. There's like Tex-Mex, and we might have Indian cuisine here, but there's just something that's
different
slightly
about it.
Americanized with the recipe. It just doesn't feel authentic.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of the stuff they have in their home country, they don't bring here. Like a lot of like the street, like I see a lot of time like street food in Japan. It's like made right in front of you, and they like have like this bubble stuff, and they have like the fish cakes and whatnot. It's really interesting to think about, that they have all those different foods that you don't know about because you're not really traveled. I'm not well traveled. I don't I haven't really been anywhere even though I've been to New Orleans. New Orleans was the best place I've ever been to. So, I think if I go to Europe it'll top that. 100%. Europe is just
I,
better.
as an individual who has siblings that travel to Europe frequently, it will blow your mind. When you go,
Yeah.
it's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm hoping for. Just
What are your favorite streamers to watch, and how have they influenced your own content?
Okay, so streamers I really like to watch are Psycho. One of my mods just came in the chat. So Psycho Ortiz, Faded. Who else? Oh, it's Bubble. She's a VTuber that I just met like a few weeks ago. She's 420 friendly, but I love her content because she's really into like networking. She lets people come in and just mention like what they do, what they stream. She gets
Oh,
rated all the time, and she said she started on COD and she was in like a COD group and they all supported her and she got affiliate really fast and her numbers just skyrocketed. She is at like 15.k followers right now. She's amazing. I also like watch
fantastic.
I also like watching it's Bikini, the real Bikini. She's one of the mods on Facebook as well. She's more of a horror variety streamer. So what
Hmm.
she just finished a game like Johnny something with I don't know. I forget what the game was called, but I saw Markiplier play it a few years ago, and it was really scary. She was struggling.
Markiplier is into a lot of different things, honestly,
Yeah,
and
I love Markiplier.
he's an amazing content creator.
Yeah, but I do have a whole bunch of people that I watch for like their own uniqueness.
Yes,
It's really hard to list all the ones I watch because they all have like their qualities that I'm drawn to. That's why I watch them.
I don't even know how to follow up on that. That was, yes, that's what everyone is having right now. And thank you so much for giving us this.
No worries. Yeah.
Can you share a particularly memorable or funny moment that happened on one of your streams?
There has been so many of those. I'm probably just gonna mention yesterday because I literally can't remember what I did last week. But yesterday, last night, I was high as shit because everyone kept coming in, redeeming like take a rip, take a rip, take a rip, and we were having a lot of fun, and we're playing Apex and Fortnite, and I think I sniped someone out of the sky with a shotgun. They tried to get away, and I literally hit them for 8, and they just died. And all you see is like the loot trickling from the air.
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
oh, yeah, I've had a lot of clips like that where I just get the last kill. Even though my teammates do probably most of the work, I'm just there like, oh, he's dead. Okay, carry on. I did fuck all yesterday.
Can you give us a sneak peek of any upcoming content or events for your stream?
Uh, so I'm scheduling, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I know I'm gonna have like a type of thon thing, like streamathon, three thon. Oh my god, that's an inside joke because I can't say it properly.
Okay.
Streamathon. That's what the inside joke is, but it's streamathon. I don't know why I put the G at the end. But it's gonna be either or. It's gonna be like a stream thing. It's gonna be like a dono thing, follow thing. But I'm at 854 followers right now. So when I hit 1,000, hoping at the end of the year, I'm gonna do an uncapped like streamathon thing. I've never done it before. So I'm kind of nervous how it's gonna go when I hit 1,000 followers. See how crazy chat gets and how long I can go for. But you know,
I hope you
it's
hit
gonna
it
be
well
fun.
before then.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
with the
it's
work that you're doing, I think you have it in you. Get there.
I've been growing a little bit every few months. It's been an awesome journey so far.
Can you tell us about any charity events or causes that you're passionate about and have supported through your streaming career?
Unfortunately, I haven't done any charity stuff on stream like recently. I think I'm gonna be doing that when I get a little bit into Twitch more. Because right now I think it's pretty hard because everyone's struggling. The economy is going. So I don't expect money from people. I don't expect handouts. This is literally just build a community, have friends to play with. Because I really want to grow it to the point where everyone can just come in. We're all friends with each other. We have our inside jokes. We carry on. We have a good time. That's what I'm here for. Because even when I have my bad mental days, they're always there to pick me up. And I know when they're having their bad days and they come and stream, at the end of it, they're like, "This, I really need this. Thank you." So that's mainly what I'm here for. I'm not really here to get money or anything, but I'm hoping further down the line I can do like a charity thing.
Well, definitely there is a rule behind this. And should good things ever come your way, always be grateful for it. Should anyone
Exactly.
decide to give you anything, it's their choice to do that for you. And
Exactly.
always say thank you and show as much love as you can back, whether or not it's making a funny graphic for your community or even filming a skit or anything along those lines. Just making sure that you have that love in your heart is where it's all going to be at.
Exactly.
How do you celebrate whenever you have an excellent moment in your life? What do you love to do to say, we accomplished a thing? Let's go have a steak to celebrate. Like, what is your celebratory act of excellence?
I think when I graduated high school, the celebratory thing for me was a prom after party. I
Okay,
gotta say, it was.
okay.
I was 18. I was still illegal back then because it was 19 for the drinking age. But the cops knew everything. So the lady who hosted the prom party at her house, she called the cops and told her neighbors beforehand what was happening. The cops didn't arrest anybody. They were just there to make sure you were safe. So
Oh.
Canadian police are like a whole nother level, man. They came in. I was panicking though. I have a really funny story. I don't know if you want to hear it.
So this might tie in with my next question
Okay.
is what is something about yourself that viewers might be surprised to learn?
Mm.
Maybe this story ties in with that.
I'm a fucking weirdo. First of all, second of all, I am a very bad influence. Very bad. Um, but well, I don't know if the story is like bad influence or just me being a like shy little kid because my dad bought me alcohol. He bought me like a 4 pack of Black Flies to take with me to the prom party because everyone was bringing their own booze. So he
Okay.
bought that for me, and I had it in a cooler. He gave me his cooler with ice in it, and all my friends put their booze in it. And we pulled in. So we pulled in a little bit down the road because it was really busy with all the parents dropping their kids off. So we pulled in because my friend was parking, and we parked in like this little rec center place. And we got out, and as we were getting out of the car, and as I was reaching in the back to get the cooler, the cops pulled in with their fucking things going. Not like the sound, but the lights
The
going.
lights were going. Okay.
And 3 officers got out of the car, and I was panicking because I'm like, oh my god, I have alcohol in the cooler. They're gonna ask to see what's in the cooler, and they're gonna arrest me because when my friend got out of the car and she had her knapsack on, they asked her what was in her knapsack. So I thought they were gonna ask her to see what was in it. I was freaking out. So what I did was I left the cooler in the car and I covered it. And then I just closed the door like, oh, like yeah, and I walked away, and then like an hour later we're like, is the cops gone? Should we go down to the car, get the cooler? Because it's like I want to drink now. So yeah, I was a hooligan. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn my camera on and off repeatedly. But yeah, that was a really nervous time in my life where I was like, am I gonna get arrested for underage drinking, having illegal stuff on me? But it all worked out.
Oh,
All worked out.
it absolutely did.
I'm sly. I they didn't suspect anything.
Well, Lilac, you have covered all of my questions.
Oh really?
And
Damn,
and
that
just
was quick.
in it feels quick, but it's actually been a little bit.
Oh, has it?
Yes, it
Yeah, it's been
has.
35 minutes. Yeah.
Is there
God
any
damn.
questions you have? Is there anything you'd like to say to me or our audience?
What's up? Um, I don't know. Should I give like a little intro about me? I don't know if that'll. I
I
don't know.
think this intro is perfect
Cover?
enough for you.
Yeah.
And if anybody is interested, they should
Fortune
be coming
friendly.
to follow you right
I'm a
now is what they
weirdo.
should be doing.
You have full permission to bully me in chat within reason, because my mods do that anyways. They literally no, they like my community literally gaslights me. All last night we were playing Fortnite. The guys were like, one more game, because we kept losing. They're like, we have to keep playing until
Gotta
we
get
get a
that
win.
dub.
And we kept losing and losing and losing, and then it was like 10 hours in. I'm like, okay, this is the last game, and we just so happened to get a win. So we ended on a good note, thankfully, because we always have to. But at the end of every stream, I take a rip and then we raid out. That's usually how it goes. I love to share love to all communities. I do choose one person every day. I tend not to raid out to the same person every night. Because
You
I
shouldn't.
don't know.
You shouldn't rid to the
Yeah,
same person. Like statistically and fundamentally, like you shouldn't be doing that.
yeah.
Um,
I used to like a year ago if like no one was on at the time I ended and like that one person was on they raided the night before, I would just raid them. But now I just end my stream because raiding the same person, I know my community knows them because I raid out
mhm,
to a ton of people every week.
yeah,
But yeah, it's a good way to like share around, and I love the reactions from the people that I raid. It's awesome. Sometimes on like those off days, I'll pick like a new person and then raid out, and then they're like, "Oh my god!" I'm like that every time I get raided. I have a really like bopping song every time I get raided, and it's like, "When I move, you move. When I move, you move." It's from Madagascar. I love Madagascar.
That's awesome. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
I fully recommend watching all of it. We watched all the movies a few months ago.
Well, thank you so much, Lilac, for
Thank
taking
you.
some time with me and
Thank you for having me.
letting other people get to know you in so many more ways. And if they want to come along, you should absolutely come in and follow
Thank you. Well, thank you for dealing my crackhead energy.
you. Thank you for tuning in to get to know your streamer. We hope you've enjoyed our interview with Lilac, our amazing guest, and learned something new about their life and their journey as a streamer. If you enjoyed the podcast and would like to show your support, please be sure to let Lilac know that Reckitt sent you. It's always helpful to know that we get to see our fan base come from all sorts of different places: TikTok, Spotify, Facebook. We always want to know that. It helps us become better.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe wherever you are, and thank you for watching.
Bye, guys.